So, Mark, what are you here promoting at Megacon?
I have a little bit of everything. I have Abby's Agency, which is office humor about a spy agency. I have Zortic, which is some classic sci-fi comedy adventure. I have Saucer Seekers, which is UFO hunting humor. I'm promoting my new ebook, Acting for Artists. I had a panel for that yesterday. And I'm introducing a board game called Steam Spy.
I'm here with my man Blix, and you are one of the Micro Championship wrestlers. Are you a good guy or a bad guy?
I'm the most hated individual in this company.
So you are the man that everybody wants to take down.
Pretty much.
Okay.
Every guy in the back hates me, including the other bad guys.
Why is that?
Because I speak the truth.
Okay, so you're honest, and people don't like honesty.
Everybody says, oh, just tell me the truth. Tell me. Well, truthfully, I hate your ass. You wanted to know, so I'll let you know. Now you hate me for it? Oh, well.
And what part of Jersey are you from?
Up north, Hackettstown, New Jersey.
Hackettstown. Chris is from Brick.
I don't know where that is. My town, fun fact, Hackettstown, M&M Mars is in my town. So my town smelled like chocolate.
Okay, and what did Chris's town smell like?
All right, tell us a little bit about the board game.
Okay, Steam Spy, right now it's online in PDF form, so you can just download it. It's basically, imagine Mad Magazine, Spy versus Spy, but with a kind of a steampunk flavor. It combines the character development and immersion of role-playing game like D&D, because you create a character and you reuse that character and develop that character. But it has a card element that makes it real easy to play. You can just sit down. You don't have to do a lot of preparation for it. So it kind of combines the best of both worlds. We're hoping to do a Kickstarter program for it later this year and get it actually into production.
And with me right now, I've got
Huggy Cub, the biggest pimp in the game.
Huggy Cup. So what got you into wrestling?
Well, you know, my man Johnny G gave me a call and said, I got my own company starting up, be a part of it. I said, sure.
Awesome. Were you always into like sports and stuff, or?
Always. And wrestling since I was young. And I watched it every Saturday morning, every Monday. You know, I loved it ever since then.
Yeah. Did you have any idols in the wrestling ring as you were growing up, people you looked up to?
Oh, yeah, Hulk Hogan, the Macho Man, the Road Warriors, Ric Flair.
Yeah.
You know, yeah.
Have you met those we
Actually, we did a show with Hogan. I met him. I met Flair. I met Animal. I met Ricky Steamboat. A couple guys, yeah.
What got you started in wrestling?
Well, cut a long story short, it was a friend of a friend, knew a guy, and he wanted to bring a midget in. And I actually got the call, and my mom was actually holding my phone. I was in surgery when I got the call.
Really?
And she answers the phone, and so when I come out of surgery, she tells me, hey, this guy wants you to do a wrestling show with him in a month. And I'm like, I just had surgery on both my knees. I'll be good.
So what were you doing for a living before you were wrestling?
High school.
Really? So right out of high school into...
Exactly. I quit school and went to wrestling school.
What got you started in wrestling?
Actually, well, with these guys, my friend had heard they were doing tryouts and kind of suggested it to me, and I figured kind of just on a whim I'd try it, and then it turned out to be something I love. I was a cheerleader all growing up, so getting to continue to kind of do something, you know, more, I guess something athletic was awesome.
Oh, that's great. So you've always been kind of an athlete. This is kind of natural progression for you.
Yeah, I'm not good at sitting still.
Are you a good guy or a bad guy?
I'm a heel bad guy.
You're a bad guy. Okay. And do you have a nemesis?
Yeah, Meatball. My nemesis.
Meatball's your nemesis, and he's a good guy.
Yeah. Yeah.
Who wins more often?
I do.
Of course you do.
I have to.
Now, your build is Hulk Hogan's MCW. Have you met Hulk? Does Hulk really be active in your whole organization?
He's very active in this. He actually helps us out with a lot of promotions,
Yep.
and he shows up to a couple of shows here and there. We never know when he's going to show up
Yep.
whatsoever, but he'll pop in, and here's another funny thing. He'll go, "Oh, hey, Huggy, hey, Meatball, hey," and then he looks at me and he goes, "There's that asshole."
Now, I'm noticing that there's a bunch of guys sitting at the table, and you're the only girl. How's that? Do they treat you well, or are you kind of one of the guys?
They're all great guys. They treat me very good. Yeah, because I also work as Johnny's assistant on the business side, so I gotta kind of keep everyone in line and on
Okay.
track. So, but yeah, no, I mean, it's definitely interesting being the only girl with about 11 guys, but it's a good time.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, one of the big things this year at Megacon is Star Trek, and I want you to go on record as what your theory is on the next new movie, because you had something interesting. I think everybody should hear this.
Okay. I still can never pronounce this guy's name. Richard Cumberbun is. There's been a lot of theories about whether he is actually Khan or not. They've given him a different name, but they're still talking about whether he's secretly Khan. And my theory is that he's not Khan, but he is a augment like Khan, and they find Khan's hyper tube while he's still asleep, and his character is fighting Kirk and the Enterprise crew over Khan. So therefore, Khan isn't the antagonist; he's actually the MacGuffin.
Okay, so we'll see if you're right once the movie comes out.
We shall see. Yes,
And where can people find your stuff online?
they can find everything at EnterpriseEnterprises.com.
Okay, now I got to ask you one question. Why did they put you guys here in the food court?
Exactly. Well, I guess they want to eat and come see us. And maybe because everybody comes here, so you come here, get some eat, and you see us, and that's it.
It's like a built-in audience. You figure people come here, they got to get some chow and get
Yeah,
entertained.
and see, wow, midgets. So yeah. Yeah.
You refer to yourselves as midgets. Is that politically correct, or is it little people, or is it?
The politically correct term is little people, but how many people actually know the term dwarf or little person?
Well, if you're old like me, you know dwarf.
Yeah, but nowadays everybody's like, "Oh, look at that midget," and that's all they know. And other little people, they're like, "Oh, don't call me a midget." Oh, shut up. Get over yourself. I say little people are just a bunch of midgets that are pissed off about being short.
How do you feel about all these other little people who have their own TV shows? You got the roll-offs, you got the Littlest Talking
They
Deer.
can kiss my ass. A bunch of stuck-up people to me.
Really? So you're not waiting for your big break on TLC where they're going to follow MCW around the country or anything?
I'm telling you, my life is so graphic, I would not be on TLC. You'd have to pay for it on pay-per-view.
Really?
It's like a 4-hour block for $15.
Can we do a matchup between like you and Honey Boo Boo?
Sure, why the hell not?
I mean, she's taller than you, but I think you could take her. Just don't let Mama fall on you.
Have you not noticed even the guys in the locker room are taller than me?
Are you getting any chances to like see any of the sights here in Orlando while you're here? Are you going to like Disney or Universal?
Unfortunately, we haven't had time, but we have off tomorrow,
Yeah.
so I'm hoping to get to do something fun.
Okay.
Maybe
Well, I hope you
Disney.
do.
Thank you.
That's amazing. Are you tall enough to get on Space Mountain?
I hope so. Last time I came here, like when I was a kid, I wasn't, so I'm hoping I grew enough.
MCW, where can people see you around the country?
All you do is just check out our website, mcwusa.us. Go to our Facebook page, follow us on Twitter. We're posting dates daily.
Okay.
So we go all over the country. Like the last show that I did was in Minnesota. Now here we are in Florida. We just bounce around, man.
Wow, that's quite a climate change. You went from the 80s to the 20s.
Exactly.
Okay. Since you're down here in Florida, are you big theme park people? Have you gotten a chance to go out to Disney or any of those places?
I'm not tall enough to ride anything, so I don't go to theme parks.
I was going to ask you if they allow you on the rides.
Man, I walk in there with a swelled wallet and good knees, and I walk out with bad knees and an empty wallet. Nah, I'm no fun.